The only reason I came on here, I'm not coming on here talking about celebrity gossip or anything like that. I come on here just to send a message that needs to be sent. Now, I was trying to send the message through my podcast, and I don't know. I don't know. I think it's a tropical storm that's heading this way. To be kind of honest with you, we wouldn't know because that was defunded. So, but the weather in Georgia is definitely giving remnants of a tropical storm. Definitely giving remnants of a tropical storm. But I hope all is well. So, what was part right? Which I find to be so wild that there's like we have not had any like announcement of tropical storms at all this year. Anyway, so but we're gonna continue to get this party like started. Come on. Okay, let's look at what's going on. One thing I want to bring up, I want to bring up the thing that's a great distractor for everybody. So I want to bring up this great distractor that's going on. Let me see if I find it. Can I find it? Oh my god. Okay. I don't think I saved any of it because I was just so like in awe that you guys got distracted by it or anything like that. But there has been a great distractor that's been going on that I want to discuss. I want to talk about. I know both the women that are part of it are going to say, well, this is not being a distraction, blah, 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 blah. I wanted to say, I see you for what you really are. You're a distraction to what's really going on in this country. And I don't appreciate it. I don't appreciate it because it's really going down here. If you watching my live, like I said, I'm really doing this for the playback, so I don't really expect people to go and watch it live. I'm just doing this for the playback. So I want to say the video for you guys to see so you understand and know what I'm talking about. But oh, there's two great distractors. Okay. But I want to talk about this great distractor real quick because I feel like everybody has been on the train and y'all picking a side to this. And I'm going to tell you there are no sides to this situation. Because what was happening when this great distraction happened? You understand what I'm saying? Like what was going down, what went down, why it went down, who it went down with, where it went down. It's a lot of stuff that's a huge distraction, by the way. But yeah, I feel like this whole thing is a huge distraction from what's really going on. And I want you guys to pay attention to what was happening around this great distraction that unfolded while it might be on somewhere else. Let me see. Probably on neighborhood talk. I don't know. Honey, I can't tell. I silent Jason Lee for a minute. Hollywood. I silent Hollywood Unlocked for a minute because I was like, I know y'all not doing this. But it probably won't come directly from Hollywood Unlock. I was hoping it was coming from somewhere else. I couldn't find Hollywood Unlock. So let's see if we can find this great distraction. And there's two great distractions. Is one dealing with these two people and one dealing with one person specifically. And the reason I want to bring that up is because I feel like you guys are so immersed into this that you guys are not really seeing shit the way you're supposed to see it. Because my question is, the day it all went down and they both shut the social media down with their bullshit, nobody was paying attention to exactly what was going on with our government, the policies that have been passed, or the mere fact that, let's be straight up on this, there's a whole lockdown that is going on as we speak right now. Whole lockdown. Our government's on lockdown. Okay? So, let's talk. This is what I was talking about. As you guys know, Cardi B has released an album. The album is called Am I the Drama? Currently, in how things are going on in this government, no, you're not. I promise you, Cardi, nothing you're doing is affecting how much money I'm getting off of taxes. Which, by the way, I don't think I recall getting my tax returns, to be honest with you. We filed taxes and they never gave me my tax returns. Let me know if you guys got your tax returns. Okay? So, Cardi B's out and about and pregnant with Stefon Diggs' baby. Not passing judgment, just calling a fact a fact. And shout out to Cardi B's marketing team. Because they peeped something that nobody else was peeping. They peeped that artists are not being fruitful. Okay? Like, artists are not doing a good job because they're not selling themselves the way they should be selling, right? And clearly Cardi B's team have been listening to the legends and the elders in the entertainment industry on how to sell an album. Cardi B, I have to say this, I love the way she rolled out her album. I love the way she's rolled out everything. She's doing meet and greets. She's selling her music at the back of her trunk of her car. She's going back to how artists used to do it back in the day, okay? That's what she's doing it. And I commend her for that. So Cardi B is walking around here promoting her album, Am I the Drama? Once again, Cardi, you're not the drama. We're on whole lockdown. You're not the drama. You're not the drama you think you are. Now, for people who are low vibrational and only pay attention to what's going on in pop culture, then yes, you seem to be a problem. People make you seem to be a problem because you're pregnant with another man's baby and you're married, but there's bigger fish to fry here because we're on a whole government lockdown, okay? So, in the process of everybody praising Cardi for how she's promoting her album and how she's going to be going on tour, Nicki Minaj came out of nowhere to announce that she's doing a project that's coming out March 2026. Okay. For the life of me, I will never understand why there's still beef. I'm trying to figure out who's keeping it going, but I guess Nicki felt Cardi was starting something, or she wanted to be starting something. I don't know. But next thing I know, Cardi B and Nicki Minaj are on the internet going back and forth to the point to where it goes straight to hell and they start jabbing each other's babies. That's the last thing. If I'm arguing with a grown woman, I'm not gonna come for your kids. Okay? The one thing I'm not gonna do is come for your children. Okay? Because that's a very low blow. Okay? Cardi went lower. Because Cardi brought up something that Nicki Minaj is probably not ready for anyone to know about her son. Okay? But they both were wrong. Cardi went straight to hell. But they're both wrong. Okay? I don't care which way y'all planted. The seed was bad. Okay? So then they did these little apologies or something like that. I don't know what the hell that was. I don't. I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. I don't give a fuck. Then they gave each other these little apologies because the argument went straight to hell, and they had to give each other apologies because everybody's like, okay, you can come for everybody in the world, but sure, you can come for me, you can come for me, you can come for me. Hell, you can even come from my husband if I had one. Okay, his grown ass can defend himself. But you cannot come for the children. You can't go for the babies. Okay? Going for the babies is low. Right? We all can agree that coming for the babies is wrong. Okay? They gave a little apology to Culture and Papa Bear, whatever. And the last thing that was on my mind when I saw this, the thing that was on my head, in my mind, was this. And of course, it's always going to be argument about if Cardi B is black. I don't give a fuck what she is. I really don't. That's the problem with this country right now. Y'all worried about skin deep shit, and it's not giving what it's supposed to give. I don't care if she's pure Hispanic. I don't care if she's black. I don't care. That does not matter to me what Cardi B is. I don't care. Okay. I don't care for Nicki Minaj always bringing it in somebody's face. Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. As a Black American woman, I can prove that both sides, Hispanics and Islanders, don't like Black people. So I mean, we can go toe to toe about that. But that's the problem in this country as we speak, is that people want to give a classification on what America is, and the truth of the matter is, none of y'all Americans. You have a whole president in office with anchor babies. All his kids are anchor babies because he loves being in bed with East European women. Okay? All right. But, like I said, I don't care about if Cardi B is lying about being black, and I don't care about all this stuff dealing with them, because the question is, what exactly was happening during this whole argument? Okay. She posted this was 6 days ago. What was 6 days ago? So that was like what, September the 30th? It's October the 5th. So it wasn't the 1st of October. It was the last day of September. Okay. So this is like September 30th. And then everybody know after October the 2nd, the government shut down because the Republicans made a decision that they didn't want to play by the rules or they didn't want to play right. So they decided not to negotiate with the Democrats. And that's how the government ended up locked down. I don't care what other people are saying. It's not the Democrats' fault. So this was going on. This was going on. Okay. Just randomly out of nowhere, I feel like Cardi B and Nicki Minaj gets into it, not realizing they're getting into it while the government is about to go on lockdown. Coincidence or no? You guys got to peep when people are doing things to disrespect your dignity and your pride. Huh? You guys have to peep when someone think you're so stupid to where you're not going to notice the disrespect that is going on in DC, the disrespect that is going on with Congress, just a lack of respect going on in general. You have to peep these things. Okay? Because this fight between these two is not what you should be worried about. I'm going to tell you what the true tea is. The true tea is they both telling the truth on each other. Okay? They're both telling the truth on each other. They're outing each other's truth. Okay? But does it matter in the grand scheme of things? No. No, it does not. It does not. It does not. Okay? So, Cardi B having a baby by Stefon Diggs does not matter. While married to Offset still does not matter. Okay? All right. Nicki Minaj. Now, I will say this. I would hate to say that this doesn't matter because it does. If Nicki Minaj is in an abusive relationship, unfortunately for Nicki Minaj, it's up to Nicki Minaj to get out the abusive relationship. And I don't want to say nobody cares, because if she is in a bad situation, I don't want nobody to be in an abusive relationship. Okay? I don't want that. But y'all epically failing at seeing what exactly is happening. Let me show you what is happening. You want to see what's happening? Let me show you what's happening. Okay? Let me exactly show you what is happening in your country. Now, first, before I talk about this, to all those people who check the Black American box and voted for Trump, the chickens are coming home to roost for you. Here's why.
To one woman who actually lives in this building, and she says she was detained by ICE agents overnight, and she says they took everyone and then asked questions later.
They just treated us like we were nothing.
Patricia Fisher says she came out to the hallway of her apartment complex on the corner of 75th and South Shore Drive in her nightgown around 10 Monday. Night.